What's going on, YouTuberites? It's your boy What's going on, YouTuberites? It's your boy Rocket here, and I'd like to welcome you guys to episode 13 of Rocket Rants. Now, as tradition with these videos, I have to explain to you guys why I haven't been posting videos lately, but this one's actually more of a practical reason than just saying school has been annoying me. School has been annoying, but it's mostly because of the fact that I've been taking finals the past few days, especially last week. And I was studying for those finals throughout, like I argued, the entire month of November and tidbits of November and early December. I started taking finals last week. I'm finally done. I don't have any more. So we're not even gonna get that. We're gonna get that out of the way, and then I'm gonna have some news about my new streaming schedule. Well, not new streaming, but the way I do things around here on this channel. But that's gonna be at the end. For now, let's go on to the video and start talking about the main points about the video, which is two very distinct subjects, especially considering how they were just last week: the Video Game Awards and Super Smash Brothers. And we're gonna start with the VGAs, the Video Game Awards of 2018. In my opinion, if I were to give them a grade, I would give them mid to high C. And the reason why I would give it that is because, in my opinion, it's probably the best one that they've had all year. It's probably the best one that they've had since they began. And believe you me, I've watched them since they started. It's the best one they've had since they started. But it's natural at this point for them to just progressively get better and better and better. Because I remember at the beginning it was terrible. It's getting better and better and better. It's not quite there yet. They're cutting out the cringe, but they're not getting rid of the really cringe moments. Oh, goodness gracious, that stupid ass rock concept. Don't nobody want to see that. Anyways, at the Video Game Awards, I don't know. I think they announced like what, 20 something games or something. Most of them indie titles, but some of them genuinely were interesting to me. But like that's like 5 out of the that's like 5 games that interested me, and like 2 of them I know are going to be day ones, and those 2 are Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, because I played the first one, and I never played the second one, but I did play. I played it. I just don't own it, but I did play it on my cousin's console, and I really like them both. And plus, it reminds me of X-Men Legends 2: Rise of the Apocalypse, which if you guys own a PlayStation 2, you'll know it's basically the exact same thing as Marvel Ultimate Alliance, just with X-Men characters instead of the rest of them, the Avengers. So that right there is a day one for me. Plus, it's going to be on the Switch, which is a bonus. Even though it's exclusive for it, which is kind of sad, but still, I'm buying that one day one. Next, it's what was the other game? I just had it in my head too. Crash Team Racing. That's because of the fact that Crash Team Racing was my childhood racing game. A lot of people say Mario Kart was their childhood racing game, and in all honesty, I actually owned Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo before I owned Crash Team Racing. But we had way more fun with Crash Team Racing than we did with Mario Kart, and the reason for that was because of the fact that we had 2 controllers for the Super Nintendo, but my little cousin broke it because he wanted to play little child stuff. He wanted to play, couldn't play. He got angry, so he broke the controller. Ever since then, we just kind of dumped that one aside, and then a few years later, we get a PlayStation 2, and Crash Team Racing, we actually got, my dad actually brought me a copy of it. I don't know where he got it from, but he got me a copy of it. I think it was a PlayStation 1 game. But anyways, I was playing it on my PlayStation 2, and I had so much fun with it, I couldn't believe it. I had the game in my hands. I was so happy. So, I mean, it wasn't even more like I was so happy. It was more like I loved the game from the moment I started playing it. It had a story on it that I wanted to complete but never got the chance to, because I wasn't that good at racing kart games back then. See me in Mario Kart now if you think I'm lying now. But yeah, it was basically my childhood game. Me and my cousins used to spend hours on end just playing that racing game. So much fun. It's just such a good game. It's a day one for me immediately. And I know it's a cash grab attempt by Activision, but Activision is going for my childhood right now, and I have to cop that. Otherwise, the other games like Mortal Kombat 11, I like the Mortal Kombat series more than the Street Fighter series, but I'm not as hot on it as my boy Y2 and D Savage are, because that's their childhood fighting game. Mine was actually Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, but no one's complaining. And then we also have Far Cry New Dawn. I played Far Cry 5. I enjoyed the story of Far Cry 5. It was a little bit convoluted towards the end, but I enjoyed the story, and I really loved the gameplay. I really, really, really like Far Cry 5, but Far Cry New Dawn is not a day one for me because of the fact that I have a feeling that if I don't buy it day one, I'm not going to pay, I can't pay $60 for it because it's 1 year after Far Cry 5, man. Like, I enjoyed Assassin's Creed Origins because they actually took a break and made a good game, but they're not doing the same thing with the Far Cry New Dawn, so it's a not for me, man. Like that's like Far Cry 5 DLC to me, honestly. But that's not joshing on the game. It does look awesome, so I can't wait to cop my hands on that. Other than that, what else did they announce? That Outer Rim, I think it was called, that new Obsidian game. That game looks pretty interesting. It looks like a Far Cry. It looks Far Cry. It looks like Fallout. Looks like Fallout New Vegas in space, and I can't wait to see more of it. I need to see more of it before I make a formal decision. Hopefully, it has multiplayer, but I don't think it's going to. If it's on the Switch, it's a cop. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It's gonna be a cop if it's on the Switch. And then those are basically the only ones that caught my attention, because the rest of them is like, they're indie titles that they don't interest me at all, man. And then other than that, the video game awards, like they awarded God of War Game of the Year perfectly. I was really okay with that. I was actually surprised. I thought that Red Dead was gonna get it, even though I didn't want Red Dead to get it, because if you guys saw the video game awards, Red Dead won like 3 awards back to back to back. For God's sakes, it's a good game, but come on, man. God of War won Game of the Year. That's great. Spider-Man didn't win anything, which personally to me I call bullshit, but I understand where people come from when they say that, oh, just the sheer fact that the game's getting nominated means that it's a good game regardless, and I'm happy because of that very reason, because that means that Monster Hunter must have been a really good game, because Monster Hunter got nominated several times and even won an award. I think it won Best Role-Playing Game. Yeah, they're both the same thing. They won Best Role-Playing Game. Monster Hunter World won Best Raw RPG game in a year that didn't really have a lot of RPGs, but I'm so happy because that means that, and plus on top of that, if you guys saw earlier this week on Monday, they announced a new DLC expansion for Monster Hunter World. I think it's called Iceborne, coming out in fall 2019. Capcom, oh boy, Capcom, I really wish you wouldn't be doing this kind of stuff. It's paid. I mean, it's paid for one thing, but then on top of that, I gotta wait until next year in the fall season to play it. Sorry, you guys, I had to do a double take because my PS4 controller died on me. But anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about the Iceborne expansion. Fall season 2019. Capcom, you are monsters. But understand that I will purchase it when it comes out eventually. Nothing more needs to be said about Monster Hunter. But otherwise, the video game awards, in terms of quality, I give it like a... I told you guys I give it like a C. One last thing about the video game awards is the fact that Joker's and Smash Brothers, the Persona series is a series that I've always wanted to take in, like I always wanted to play them, but none of the games are ever on a mobile device. They're usually on like PS4, PS3, stuff like that, and I can't play that. I don't have time to play that game, man. I got too many games to play. I got Red Dead, I got Monster Hunter now to do, I got upcoming games. I'm playing Smash Brothers right now. I've got games like Just Cause 4, which is increasingly grabbing my attention. We've got games coming out next year, Kingdom Hearts 3, Anthem is a day one for me, folks. So yeah, I hate EA, but Anthem's nice. What else? Days Gone, man. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Not Mortal Kombat 11. But anyways, those kind of games are games that are gonna eat out my life, man. Like I can't play Persona if it's not on a mobile console. If I do play Persona, it's because the game was on sale and I just couldn't pass up the opportunity. But otherwise, Joker's gonna be in Smash Brothers, and I like that. Oh god, I burped. Anyways, yeah, if it does come to the Switch, it's an immediate cop for me. Otherwise, it's gonna have to be on a pretty hefty sale before I buy it for the console. But speaking of Smash Brothers, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate came out. The game, if I were to give it a rating, I'd give it like a 93 out of 100 because the game is really good. It's arguably the best Smash Ultimate, the best Smash Brothers game I have played since I started playing Smash Melee, and I did play the N64 version, but that was after I played Melee. But yeah, Smash Ultimate's probably the best one I've played out of all the series. The combat's fluid. It's a bit faster than Smash 4. The World of Light mode is fire. I don't really understand where people are complaining about World of... Okay, yes, there's no story, but then again, to be honest, is there really a story in Smash Brothers? And Subspace Emissary doesn't count. There's a lot of people that like the story but hated the gameplay. Here you got a story where you're just straight up fighting where you're fighting spirits who are possessing some of the 74 fighters, and they're playing under certain conditions like wind, like strong winds pushing you away, lightning floor, sticky floor, electrical floor. Sometimes your character can't swim. Sometimes the characters are huge and can't budge. the game is it offers variety in how you approach some of the the fights. It offers a lot of fights, a lot of differing fights, and I really appreciate that. That's why I like World of Light, me personally. There's a lot of people that don't, but like I said, it's my personal opinion. I enjoy World of Light because it actually gives me a reason to play this game single player. Multiplayer is straight. I love playing with my friends and my family. And speaking of which, one of the biggest criticisms is about the fact that you have to unlock the rest of the fighters, and you only start off with the 8 starting characters that was on the N64 version. Toughen it up, guys. Tough up. The game, people out there who didn't used to play the old school games don't understand what the term unlocking shit means. You had to work to actually unlock the games, and I appreciate the fact that Smash Brothers is a game that makes me actually work to unlock the characters rather than pay fucking DLC and fucking pay money for it. Those out there that want to pay money for it, I'm not going to tell you to kill yourself. I'm going to tell you to please slap yourself. Please slap yourself. Because why would you pay money to unlock the characters? You're giving them a reason to do it. Don't do that. They're already doing DLC, for fuck's sake. Anyways, yeah, Smash Bros. Is good. The multiplayer, the online multiplayer is what I was trying to get at. The online multiplayer, it's solid, but it's inconsistent. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's laggy as hell, and that's down to the fact that Smash Bros. Naturally has that kind of, has bad connection in its history. Like when I played Smash 4, always had lag whenever I played a game with people on my 3DS. All the time. When I had the Wii and I played it on my friend's Wii U version, we didn't have lag, but it was inconsistent. And plus, if I'm not correct, I think Bandai made this game. So because of the fact that I think they made the combat. So that's I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it, but I think Bandai had something to do with it. And Bandai this year has had bad internet when it comes to their games. Not all of them, but they've always started off bad. I hope it gets better though. I'm pretty sure it will. But Smash Brothers, really good game. Highly recommend any person who owns a Switch to buy the game. I'll buy it full price. I don't care. I bought it full price. I bought the Fighter's Pack. Really good game, you guys. Anyways, that's about it for the video, you guys. Let me know in the comments down below how I am, because I feel like I feel a bit rusty in doing these videos. So let me know in the comments how I am. If you would appreciate the fact that I even made the video in the first place, why don't you give your boy a like. Let's try to see if we can't hit maybe 5 likes in this video, please. If at all possible, hit me up with 5 likes, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And one last thing, I'm going to start officially streaming again on both Twitch and YouTube now that I'm done with all my classes. Starting with tonight, I'm streaming on YouTube. This is just for today. Don't expect next Wednesday to be the same thing. But this Wednesday, I'm streaming Kingdom Hearts 2 today. I'm streaming Kingdom Hearts 2 on YouTube. So, look out for that around 10:30 Eastern Time. And I'm also going to be streaming on Twitch tomorrow. So, 10:30 Eastern Time. But anyways, that's about it for the video, you guys. I'm done with my rambling. And it's great to be back on YouTube. And as always, what do you mean as always? I might make it look easy. Thank you guys for the video. I really appreciate it, you guys. I'm back, so peace.